Hi, this is Dr. Dennis Clark again with a pointer on natural products medicine that'll help you get healthier in a lot of different ways. I'm a research scientist and natural products chemist, so I can tell you a lot about those kinds of things and how they work for human health. Today I want to talk about a natural product that has become a phenomenon in the weight loss arena. It's called HCG. It's a protein hormone. The HCG stands for human chorionic gonadotropin. I have a lot to say about it. However, in this video I just want to mention a little bit about some research I've done on what's called homeopathic HCG. It turns out that there are many companies, many blogs and websites that are offering for sale homeopathic HCG. I want to point out a couple of things about this homeopathic HCG that's completely different from normal or standard HCG. First of all, a little review of homeopathic medicine. It's a pretty complicated way of thinking relative to mainstream medicine. Homeopathic medicine has what's called the law of similars, which means that a substance will cure a problem if it mimics or causes the symptom of that problem. So to treat a fever, you take something that causes a fever. It's directly counterintuitive to the mainstream kind of medical thinking that we use for what we call treatment or negating effects of symptoms based on drugs or natural products. The other principle of homeopathic medicine is that when it's diluted by powers of 10 or powers of 100, then it becomes more powerful or a stronger medicine. So that we can have a tenfold dilution or 100 or 200 or 300 or a power of 10 up to 10 to the 200th power of dilution. At some point, the real substance is diluted so much that there is no more molecule left of what you started with. So homeopathic HCG, technically, if it's homeopathic, should have no should have no protein hormone in it whatsoever. So that's a little bit troubling. If you think about how hormones work, they actually have to have a signal in one place in your body, go to another place, and fit on it and cause a response. And if there's nothing there to cause that response, then there's no way to carry that signal. So it's a puzzle to me. I'm not saying that it doesn't work in some other way. I just don't know how that works. The other thing is that it violates the law of similars. Since homeopathic HCG or HCG in general does not cause fat, the symptom that we're looking to treat is the symptom that we call fat. So we want something that causes fat to be diluted out in the homeopathic strengths, because it would then mimic, well, at least adhere to the law of similars. So homeopathic HCG violates two principles, as far as I can see, for homeopathic medicine. Now, that's only the theoretical part, so there's nothing like results, at least in the experimental literature. And so what I've done is I've looked at all the homeopathic journals, and there are some, because homeopathic medicine is a big deal. It's very effective. It's proven experimentally and scientifically based on clinical evidence. So I've looked at in all the medical literature, all the databases that I could find on any research on homeopathic HCG. So all I can tell you is that I haven't found any. There probably isn't any. I don't know of anybody who's done it. At least if they have, they haven't published it in a public journal, public scientific journal, so that we scientists and even the public can evaluate it in some way. So there's no way to know, to examine data or experimental research of homeopathic HCG, because there just isn't any in the mainstream medical literature or even the homeopathic medical literature. So all I can say is, the bottom line is, you know, we have testimonials, and testimonials are not scientific. So as a scientist, all I can tell you is that I have no way to evaluate homeopathic HCG scientifically. I have no way to recommend it, except based on what people say works. That's just testimonial. That's just somebody's word. I don't know how to say that's not correct or is correct. All I'm just going to say is homeopathic HCG is, the jury is still out, in my opinion, as a scientist. And so as far as I can tell, it's not really worthwhile unless you want to do an experiment on yourself. If you do an experiment on yourself and you use homeopathic HCG, you have to know that you're burning fat. You have to start out with a body fat percentage that gets lower over a period of time when you're taking this hormone along with the recommended diet. If your body fat percentage doesn't go down and you're losing muscle mass and water weight, then homeopathic HCG is not working the way normal HCG does. So those are just a few of the thoughts and recommendations and a little perspective from a scientist on homeopathic HCG. If it works for you, fine. There's just no way I can tell you why or what it says about the absence of scientific data on this topic. Thank you.